Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Spin Cycle, the show for short reviews of albums new and old. And today I will be talking about the new album from Mors Principium Est, Embers of a Dying World, which was released on February 10th, 2017. Now I know what you're thinking when you roll your eyes at me. She's doing another Finnish melodic death metal band. But don't blame me, okay? It's not my fault that Finland has so many amazing bands. This time though, we're looking at Mors Principium Est, which means death is the beginning in Latin. They're certainly up there with other great Finnish melodic death metal bands such as Insomnium, Brimir, and Wolfheart. And they formed in 1999 in Pori, Finland. Now they have had a lot of lineup changes over the years. Following the release of this record, actually, longtime drummer Mikko Sipola left the band. It was an amicable split, but it was his personal decision to move on, so yet another lineup change for them. In fact, none of the original founding members are in the band. Mikko was the longest running member, but even he was not one of the original band members. Vocalist Ville Viljanen has had lead singer duties since 2000, and likewise bassist Teemu Heinola has been in the band since 2001. But especially in the span between 2007 and 2013, they went through a number of rhythm guitarists. And over this span, while they were going through guitarists, they didn't have any new albums to release. But once they kind of settled down and they got their core band together, they have had pretty much the same lineup over the last 3 albums, although now they need a new drummer and rhythm guitarist, though it sounds like they might have a new drummer already. The band released their first album, Inhumanity, in 2003, and it was reissued in 2006. Their first 3 albums actually were released on Listenable Records, while they signed with AFM Records starting in 2012 with their album And Death Said Live. Embers of a Dying World is their 6th studio album following 2014's Dawn of the Fifth Era. It has 10 songs, though there is a bonus track on the Japanese version. And you have to hear it to believe it, because it's a cover of Ricky Martin's Livin' La Vida Loca, and it is bizarre. It reminds me a lot of when Children of Bodom covered Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears. And this is their 3rd album to be released on AFM Records. From the beginning, this is a strong melodic death metal album. It follows a formula for sure, but the sound is excellent. The music is dark and melodic, but it's also powerful and epic. The drumming is superb throughout to keep up the death metal pace. There are also some great guitar solos throughout the album. The vocals are absolutely harsh, but they sound really sharp. It's a little bit more black metal than death metal, but they're still very sharp throughout the album. My top 4 songs from the album: Reclaim the Sun, which plays off the intro and sets the tone for the album in an epic and powerful way. Death is the Beginning, a beautiful mix of harsh vocals, and there's some female guest vocals as well. In Torment, it's everything you want in a melodic death metal song. The drums, the vocals, the guitar, the fury. And then Apprentice of Death. This is how you close an album. It's like a movie score, just how epic it is. But my favorite track has to be Into the Dark, which is fast, it's symphonic, it's dark, but it's everything you want it to be, and just a glorious song.
When 14 years has passed, the ghost of the dead will possess you. Our faith will become obsolete.
Overall, there is a formula utilized by a number of Finnish melodic death metal bands, and Mors Principium Est follows the paradigm. But that being said, it's nonetheless a fantastic sound, and this album is consistent from start to finish. There isn't a wasted moment in this epic and darkly melodic gem. Even without knowing their earlier albums, this is a superb introduction to the band. On its own, it is quite impressive and all around an engaging melodic death metal shredder. So my top 5 for the week: another shuffle, but this time it's a girl power shuffle. Daylight Dancer by Lacuna Coil off of Comalize. That album is just stacked with amazing songs. And Hope to Die by Walls of Jericho off of With Devils Amongst Us All. Another album that is just completely stacked with amazing songs. Deceiver of Fools by Within Temptation off of Mother Earth. One of their older albums, so it's a different sound than their newer sound, but still a great song. The Life I Remember by Once Human off of The Life I Remember. Once Human is becoming just a favorite band of mine because of their energy and their power. And then Last Ride of the Day by Nightwish off of Imaginarum. To me, that song defines the album. It's a little bit of an inconsistent album, but that song is just mind-blowingly fun. If you've heard Mors Principium Est, let me know your thoughts on the album. Otherwise, you should definitely give them a listen. And that does it for this episode of Spin Cycle, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Nice work. Good job. If you like what you saw, you can just go ahead and click that subscribe button for all videos past and future. You can also head over to my website and see all the other stuff that I do, including the books I've written. So go ahead, click stuff.